Hello everybody and welcome back to the show. Last time we tackled Spyro 1, it has been a while, I do apologize for that. But here joining us today for a collab is Sean, the TheMKninja, in the flesh.
Oh hi! I'm the TheMKninja. Hello, I do videos. That is me. This is my face. Hi.
Okay. So when it comes to me and MK, we always fight on which is better, Crash 2 or Crash 3. But what about Spyro? Spyro 2.
Spyro 2.
And there you go. So let's not waste any more time and get right into Spyro 2.
Noah. Wrong game.
What do you mean wrong game?
Why do I have a different shirt?
I remember it like it was 13 years ago. Me and my uncle were playing this game, and boy did I totally suck at it. The whole 3D collectathon was a totally new thing for me at the time. I beat levels, but the game would not let me keep going because I had to collect other things and pay that
bare money bags
to learn how to swim. It was weird to say the least, and it wasn't until I bought the game for my PS3 that I actually beat the game.
When I was a child around the age of 7 or 8, I received my first console, which was a PlayStation 1. And I cherished that thing like a goddamn child. It was my life. Well, mostly Crash Bandicoot 3, which my earliest memories are, I kid you not, playing that game. But other than that, there was Spyro. Spyro 1 was for me, but I always enjoyed Spyro 2. I never really had 3 growing up. I still have very fond memories of playing the game, and I owned it up until recently when the game was stolen from me, along with many other games. After the defeat of Nasty Nork jumpstarts Spyro right into puberty.
Nasty Nork is toast. Is this rain ever gonna stop?
He and Sparks just want to go on vacation. But they can't even goddamn do that because these 3 assholes, Hunter, Alora, and the Professor, transport him to their world in order to solve a problem that they caused. Fantastic.
Before Spyro can get some solid answers, the portal to his home gets destroyed by the main villain, Ripto. And hey, this time our antagonist has a personality.
How nice. Ripto sees Spyro and just flips out, apparently having an intense hatred for dragons. And then Gulp, one of Ripto's lackeys, eats his scepter. Dark magic. Delicious. Later on, Spyro is let in on the full story. Alora explains that the professor created a portal, and to test it out, Hunter puts in the coordinates for his birthday, which just so very happened to be the exact coordinates to wherever the hell Ripto came from. Alora tells the fairies to hide the orbs very quickly, and the 3 of them know that they need a dragon in order to stop Ripto.
So it's up to Spyro again to save the day, then hopefully get a vacation before the 3rd game comes around. The shift between Spyro 1 and 2 is both similar and night and day. Everything Spyro can do in the first game, he can do here, with a few new things that make this the better game. The control isn't as stiff as before, and Spyro has some new moves like the hover, which keeps Spyro in the air a little longer, and Spyro goes up a little too. And the fucker still can't fly, but baby steps, I guess. Yeah, those levels are still there, and they work just the same as before, with difference being there's one mission in each of them, but more on that later. Spyro can get upgrades by seeing
bare money bags
and paying him gems to learn how to swim, head bash, and climbing? Speaking of
bare money bags,
his purpose is to spend the gems you collect to unlock levels, upgrades, and some other minor stuff.
The goal of the game is to go to each world and collect their sacred talisman by saving their sorry asses. Doing this will unlock the boss fights and lead you to new areas of Avalar for more levels. There are a variety of different little missions in each world that all reward you with the other collectible, orbs.
You get orbs by doing missions in each level. It can be from jumping challenges with Hunter to a pain-in-the-ass hunt for the elephant cow things. Oh, and let's not forget about the escort mission, because we all love those, even though this one could have been avoided if the stupid scientist moved like 5 feet to the left. Sorry, rant over.
Thank you for releasing me.
Dude, what the fuck?
Oh, sorry, force of habit.
Anyway, orbs are also used to unlock levels and to also unlock the final boss. And strangely, the final levels in the final world do not have talismans, but only have orbs. When you enter each level, you see a little cutscene explaining the problem, and then when you leave, you see the results of your hard work. I really like these cutscenes. It just gives each world personality, and it helps make Avalar and the worlds you go to more fleshed out, making the journey much more worth it instead of just having to save nameless characters you don't care about. Although these cutscenes are a little darker than I remember. That's really morbid. This is a game for kids, but surely that's the only dark joke in this game.
And I agree, and that's the biggest problem I have with Spyro 1. I can't remember any worlds from that game. Like, I can remember these worlds because these two kids end up killing a lot of people. And I remember that idle one where these tiki things start attacking people, and that guy just thought, hey, that guy came to life, let me make a girlfriend. Ah, it didn't work. Fuck. You know, that made me laugh. A lot of things made me laugh. Makes the world feel fresh, and it makes me want to help these people, especially when they look like they're in deep shit in the beginning, and it's good to see the resolution by the end of the level.
Welcome. The levels overall are far better designed than the ones in Spyro 1, being far more compact and focused with more emphasis on details and missions, which is a welcomed change over levels like Treetop Top. Ugh. In this game, instead of getting gems from enemies, you collect their souls and then use them to charge temporary power-ups. I never knew Spyro was a necromancer. Anyway, these power-ups range from invincibility, super dash, super fireball, and flying. Hey, Noah, are you okay?
No, I'm just fine. Just why won't you fucking burn?
I personally really enjoy the music. I feel it's more atmospheric and memorable than the first game, along with having more jazzy tunes to help lighten the mood and just make the experience all around more enjoyable.
This is where I'm gonna have to disagree. As much as I love Spyro, I can't say I remember any of its music, and this goes for every single game. I love Idle Springs music, but I can't stand the Hub World music. And if you can, more power to you. All of the bosses are awesome. There's the Yeti. Oh. All the real bosses test your skills, and they are all fun. But they are hard. A fun type of hard, if you would say. Ripto being one of my favorite final bosses ever. One of them, anyway. Like, I always enjoy boss fights where you're on equal ground. In this fight, you and Ripto have to use the orbs to kill each other. And then a second phase, which is the same thing, only he's riding on Gulp. And then it's a sky fight, which reminds me a lot of Banjo-Kazooie's Gruntilda fight in some ways, but this is a lot better in my opinion.
In my opinion, the boss fights are probably the weakest part of Spyro 2. I still feel like they're solid boss fights overall, but they're not really too much, and although they're kind of fun, I just feel like there's more they could have done with it, and sometimes they're either too easy, too hard, or just kind of painful. So, I still enjoy them, but that's just my 2 cents.
This game is really damn good. The story went in a better direction. The gameplay is near perfect, and the boss fights are amazing. However, like Crash 2, I want to give this game a 10 out of 10, but I can't. A good chunk of the missions ruin it for me, and to me and me alone, the music isn't that memorable. With that in mind, I'm giving this game a 9 out of 10, an awesome game.
Spyro 2 has been my second favorite game of all time now for quite a while. I just think it's a very solid game overall. Sure, it doesn't really do anything new for the platforming genre, but just like Crash Bandicoot before him, he took the elements that are already existing and just molded them together into a very solid game that really works on a lot of levels. Sure, I have more of a bias and personal connection to this game than Noah probably does, and I'm fully admitting that. But I'm going to give Spyro 2 a 9.5 out of 10. If you haven't played it, go ahead and do it because it's a PlayStation 1 classic.
That is it for the Spyro 2 review. Join us next time, as well as MK, for Spyro 3. See you then.